Hello and welcome to another podcast. This is the Practice Court Podcast. I'm your host Evan and this is going to be a good one. So first we start off with my garish shirt. What is this? I don't know what that's about. I don't like this shirt, but hey, for the views, yeah? So now, we've got Osaka versus Pliskova. Yeah. This match went pretty well. I didn't expect Pliskova to look a bit average, to be honest. Osaka was kind of too strong for her. Pushing her around the court, powerful forehands, and then she actually got off to a 2-0 lead in the first set. Osaka had good attitude, and she was pumped and she was like ready to go. And Pliskova was, being Pliskova, she's only kind of got one way of playing points, which is just, I'm just going to hit it, and if it goes in, it goes in. A bit like Petra Kvitova, but maybe she's a little bit more faster than her. But she was just not really up to par today. Osaka was just too good. So Pliskova hit a couple of dodgy looking forehands. And then a couple of dodgy looking volleys. She was kind of, because she's quite lanky and too much arms and stuff, she was just hitting too much down here, trying to hit up, and those kind of areas are costly because it obviously cost her the set, where she handed her like a 4-1 lead in the first set. And Osaka was just playing really good, aggressively, running pretty well. Just ding ding ding, all the ticks for winning a match in the first set anyway. So then on the second set she got off to a break. I think she had a break in the start of the second set, and then she had a kind of a dodgy looking game in the middle, but she got off to a 5-1 lead, so she only dropped one game. It was a 6-2, 6-3 win for Osaka. So next we talk about Halep versus Petra Martic, who I haven't hadn't seen around in a while really, but she's at a ranking of 51. But I thought for some reason I'm thinking that there's two of the same name, because there was one that was a lot older who I think retired. I don't know, this could be the same person, but who knows? I'm just not reading the stats properly, of course. But the next one, actually I'll go back to stats. Petra Martic got 5 aces, but she also got 3 double faults. So she's trying to push on the serve, trying to get Halep off the court. But she managed to get one set actually. She managed to get the second. Managed to get the second set for 6-5 in a tiebreaker. And then Halep ran away with it in the third set. Good win for Halep. She's playing really well today. The court seems quite slow. I don't know if that's just, pardon me again, as I drink some water. So next we'll talk about the GOAT, that is, Jeremy Chardy. That sounds really bad, I shouldn't say that. I mean Federer, obviously. He's got a 15-0 win ratio over Chardy. It kind of went how you think it's going to go really. Federer is just, got a great pop on the serve, getting Chardy off the court, because his backhand return it's so blocky, and I don't know, it doesn't really do anything really. but playing good slice, so I'm sure slice will win you matches. Ask Lopez. And keeping Chardy in that backhand corner where he loves to stand, over here in the backhand corner, hitting forehands, and Federer's like, well, there's a space right here, so I should just hit a forehand there because that's the right thing to do. But hitting a lot of forehands down the I should know this, shouldn't I? The ad side of the court, right into the space where Chardy is not. And Chardy hitting a lot of inside-out forehands from the backhand corner. So he's been stuck in that corner the whole, probably most 60 to 80. I say 60 to 80, that's quite a lot. So 80% of the time, Chardy's been stuck in that backhand corner. And then when he actually hits a backhand, it's kind of going into the middle of the court, and Federer's just lapping that up and just going, well, thank you, I'm just going to hit a forehand wherever I want to, because you know, I'm Federer. So, and then one game in the first set, Chardy had a weird, because he has like a very mechanical serve, where he's kind of like going like this and lost all this all over the place, like a dodgy looking ball toss. So he's hitting the ball here, trying to hit the ball from here, and the ball is like all the way over to Mars. So that wasn't really working for him. So yeah, one dodgy looking service game, and then yeah, that was basically the set. And then it kind of happened. The same thing happened in the second set, and then that was the match over really. So now we have Taylor Fritz against Borna Coric, who, where has this form come from? Like, Borna is kind of winning matches where he wasn't doing so for the majority of last year. I don't know where he was. It was off in like no man's land, off in like the jungle somewhere. Yeah, this tournament he seems to be playing really well. Yeah, like I said, this form has kind of come from nowhere, beating everyone 6-love, 6-2, 6-3, you know, 6-1. Don't know where this form has come from, but yeah, he got off to a 6-2 lead for Borna for the first set, which is impressive against Fritz, who I don't really rate. Taylor Fritz is going for everything, 100%. I've written down the hitting forehands all over the place. Some of them are going in and some of them weren't, so it looked good when it was going in, but not when it wasn't. It just looked a bit of a shocker, like you were talking like a metre out the sidelines. But he did hit some like stupidly good forehands, but unfortunately the wind was a bit of an issue on the second set. Well, toward the end of the second set, the wind was getting all up in this face, so that kind of gave Fritz the second set, because Borna was hitting some forehands a bit too open stance to my liking, because when he kind of hits the forehand, he's kind of like hitting it like this, and there's too much space, too much. You can't see my legs, but they're wide open. Too much legs open, and then that gave Borna the win. So next we have Chung, who is just playing just like inspired tennis, which I like. It's really cool. And against Pablo Cuevas, as I keep referring to my notes because my brain is a bit mush from being awake too long. Yeah, Cuevas didn't really know what to do in this match. I think he's more used to playing on clay, where you can kind of figure out a point as you go along, as you're hitting like a 15 or 20 shot rally. But to be honest, today he was too far back. You know, he was like 2-3 meters behind the baseline, next to where the sign is. Like the sign is like way over here, like in no man's land. And Chung is kind of standing on the baseline and just half volleying some balls, but getting good depth. And yeah, I didn't realise how quick Chung was. He's like Michael Chang quick. And for those of you who don't know who Michael Chang is, he's an Asian, well that sounds really bad, who back in the 80s was just like, this guy is so quick, but he was quite short as well, kind of the same kind of height as Chung, around about the same height. And really good depth on his balls if he was being pushed back. So Cuevas had no time you couldn't take time away from Chung to get to the ball. He was just crazy fast, too many good shots, and then that was the end of the match. It kind of ran away from him really, and then Chung, yeah, too solid. Really good win for him. Yep, good. And to finish, we have got Kasatkina against Kerber. Really good. Kerber, I don't know what her problem was today. She didn't know what to do. Too much variety from Kasatkina, too much slice, too much speed, too much power. When I say power, she's not really like a power player, but she's more just placing the ball in the right place. I mean, she's in the right position at the right time. But yeah, she's kind of a bit too good, too much variety. She had a lot of good forehands from Kasatkina. So when she was out of position, you knew that, you know, kind of a bit like Andy Murray, where she plays like a topspin forehand. She's pushed out wide to give her time to get back to her court. She's pushed out quite wide. But yeah, that set basically ran away, and she basically got a bagel. What was that? You don't really bagel Kerber because she's just a wall. She's just like, you shall not pass. I am the wall of tennis. So, Yeah, she does. You don't really get bagels from Kerber. But yeah, in the second set, kind of the same thing. Really. Her shots were not really doing much. I don't know if it was the conditions or the core was a bit too slow for her. But it should, if it's kind of slow, it should give to Kerber the more advantage because she's not hitting much on her shots, and it gives Kazuchina the chance to attack. But yeah, not really. Didn't go too well for her today for Kerber, and yeah, missing a lot of easy shots where she would make, you know, all day every day. But yeah, it's pretty bad for Kerber, who should be, you know, I think she's ranked. 1 second, where is she even ranked? I don't even know because I've not even written it down. These basically mean nothing, so chuck it on the ground. But next, I'm looking forward to the next match, which is for tomorrow, which is Chung versus Federer. It's going to be a good match. Will Chung be able to just fend against Federer, who just smack forehands and just be all Federer and just goaty like? Or will Chung just be able to kind of just get the upper hand on Federer? But you know, we'll find out tomorrow. But my prediction is that Federer will win in 3 because they should have had a match in Australia, but because of the blisters from Chung, he couldn't really play to his full advantage because I think he played like a set and a half and had to throw in a towel because obviously blisters are bad. And then the other match, which I've written on the floor. So the other match is Halep against Osaka. It's back on the floor, don't worry. Against Osaka, and I think Osaka, she's played Sharapova, so she's kind of playing a past champion. So I think Osaka is going to win in 2. Make sure to give this video a like. I don't know if that actually does anything or not, but give it a like, that helps, I think. I don't really know, I'm new to this. And yeah, subscribe, please, if you want to. That would help me out a lot. And for those of you who are listening on Castbox FM, I don't know if I'm going to use that. It seems that website's a bit dodgy. Or SoundCloud. Yeah, those 3. That's 4. Jesus, I'd sleep. Yeah, I'll see you later on.